Last time on Dungeons and Drogans. The Drogans freed Duvenstall, Coltaine's mentor, who had been taken prisoner by the gnome Agrid and the rest of the excavation team. It seems Agrid was forcing Duven to help him scour the area for some form of ancient relic, and ended up finding a mirror. An ancient mirror, no less. It seemed to be something that would help a certain Kalarel with a ritual to collapse a certain seal. Whatever that means. Anyway, you guys took the mirror, since that's what adventurers do. They find stuff and steal. You guys then looted the rest of the corpses. Duven gave Coltaine his magical amulet. Rekoj then decapitated all the guards. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, one of the guards was knocked out, and I think he decapitated them all just to ensure none of them were still alive. So you're traveling with a very nice man there. A very nice man. In any case, you guys got cautious. Yeah, very cautious, that's right. You guys got a bunkload of XP for completing Coltaine's side quest, discovering the fate of his master. And from that, 3 of you dinged. That would be Zacsarrd, Coltaine, Rekoj. Unfortunately not Autumn just yet, new to the party and all. In any case, after a short rest, you returned to Winterhaven. As you approached, you noticed that the small fields outside of the city seemed strangely empty. And once inside, the few villagers that you did see outside their houses, seemed nervous. So you headed to Rofton's, like you do, and some hilarity ensued wherein Coltaine forgot Salvanna's name. She got kind of annoyed with him. Then the old man who drew up the map for Coltaine, he came around, and Coltaine forgot his name as well. I think he thought his name was Evan the Ugly, wherein it was actually Elian the Old. Fortunately, he didn't act on his recollection that time and actually call him Evan the Ugly. In any case, Duven and Elian then went off to chat together, leaving you guys to do your thing. I think you asked some questions, and you started to get some gratitude from the townsfolk. It seems word of your deeds have spread, of, freeing Winterhaven of the kobold threat. Then Coltaine forgot the name of the innkeeper again, and and asked Zacsarrd, and what did Zacsarrd very kindly do?
I shouted her name.
So she got even further annoyed with Coltaine. In any case, she then directed you to a fellow named Volthran the Prescient, sort of a sage of the town, lives in a tower. You went to have a nice chat with him, gained some insight into the ancient keep north of Winterhaven, built over a rift to the Shadowfell. You guys decided to investigate it, and that worked out well for Rekoj, because turns out he was tasked with mapping out the keep, although Dave didn't realize that. He thought it was some other ruins that were also in the area, but fortunately, very conveniently, it happens to be the same ruins. At that point, Volthran then marked on your handy map where the keep was. It's about 1 to 2 miles away, northeast of Winterhaven. You guys asked Volthran about the mirror. He thinks it was used as some kind of implement to conduct a ritual. Then Rekoj went shopping for a longsword, and found himself having to come face to face with his arch-nemesis, the Dwarven blacksmith. Thankfully, Coltaine decided to accompany Rekoj this time around, to make him save face. Coltaine asked for the longsword, and the dwarf started to give him his sales pitch, and Coltaine waited patiently and pandered to the guy. Then at some point, Rekoj decided it would be a good idea to show off his arsenal of weapons, hoping to impress the dwarf. So he starts pulling out all his weapons one by one, swinging them around. Turns out to have had the opposite effect, as the dwarf was almost outraged at the terrible craftsmanship, and only agreed to sell Rekoj the longsword because it'd be a sin to let him keep using the rubbish he has. You guys then headed to bed with plans to head off to the keep on the morrow. And last session, Stephen was absent, had some stuff to take care of, and Autumn was left on autopilot, basically. Dummy mode, if you will. Unfortunately, Stephen also can't make it this week, and we won't be able to leave Autumn on autopilot. You know, you're dungeon delving now, so I'm thinking.
Wanna bet?
I'm thinking since Dave is the most experienced player, actually, oh yeah, he's the most experienced player with 4th edition, so I'd recommend to let him control Autumn. Dave, is that cool?
Booyah.
No having sex with people.
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna make Autumn do that with Rekoj anyways.
Hey Rekoj, I'll give you 20 GP if you let me spend the night with Autumn.
Interesting. Interesting offer here.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, by the way.
Right.
I'm not.
Kidding. Alright, let's get things started. You guys wake up. What do you do?
I go feel
I
up
go
on.
get-
Get mead.
Okay, so one man goes for the alcohol, one man goes for the molesting, and one man goes for the bathroom.
Now that's a real party.
I'm gonna take care of my bodily functions and then wait downstairs, maybe eat breakfast.
Well, Autumn is a female character, so she has to take like an hour in the bathroom.
Yeah, but she also, like, wakes up 2 hours before everyone. Eldritrin, she only has to transfer,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know, 4 hours, so she can have spent that time doing that, all that stuff.
Alright, so she already did that and she's already like eaten breakfast and is waiting impatiently for the others.
So everyone gears up, breaks their fast, then what do you do?
I say we head on over to this keep.
Charge forward.
Let us charge to the keep. With Zacsarrd in the lead.
Rekoj asked if someone can draw the ruins once we get there.
Wasn't, Jacques gonna do that? Or no, it was Coltaine, right?
Coltaine, because I think he's the only one with any kind of drawing experience.
Yeah, sure.
How do you figure?
I don't. I just assume.
Yeah, it must be kinda hard to draw with claws, Zacsarrd. But then again, the Eldritrin, you know, she's probably 200 years old, I'm sure she's drawn something in her life.
It's probably too shaky.
I'm sure someone will be able to draw when we get there.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, we'll hire a hobo on the street or whatever.
Wait,
You mean
because
Jacques?
hobos?
Jacques!
Oh, yeah, Jacques.
Yeah, we should probably leave before anyone asks us about him.
So you guys get going?
Yes.